Pressure has a lot of variety, and there's no better way to describe that variety than the amount of room types currently in the game. But that got me thinking, what is the best room type in Pressure? So for today's video, I'll be ranking all of Pressure's room types. Here's the rules. Rule 1, the room types cannot be singular rooms, meaning the Guardian Angel room and the back rooms do not count. Rule 2, they actually have to exist. Sorry Desmond, but the shit rooms will not be in this video. Alright, and with that, let's get right into this. Starting this ranking off strong with the standard rooms. The black site's bread and butter. Being the default room type we spawn in, everyone is familiar with these. They're fairly decent and well built. The dark and blue coloring really gives you that sorrow feel while traveling through these rooms. Overall, being the staple of this game, I'll give it a nice and cozy B+. Moving on to the second most common room type, the flooded rooms. After playing the game for so long, you start to realize how much of a drag these rooms are. In my personal opinion, this room type gets very stale. It feels slow and monotonous, with not much variety to them. Hopefully when Bell is added, these rooms will feel a lot more rewarding to escape. But for now, this will get a D. And now it's time for the... the trench rooms. Oh man, I'm sure Infestation will show up this room. Haha, just kidding. Infestation in every room. Why does it seem like Infestation loves appearing in these rooms? When I get the trench, a switch flips in my brain, and I know not to pick up my drink, or I'll have to quickly put it down and adjust my mouse so I don't die to iFart Station. Whatever, D tier. I don't care. No, you know what? F tier. We're done. Moving on, we have the server farms, the main power source of all of the computers in the black site, and one hell of a download speed, I'm sure. Everything about this room type is what makes getting them so fun. The tight spacing, the seemingly higher wall dweller chance, and don't forget the uncommon emergency lights room. The bright red encompassing every corner of this singular room, the cherry on top, in my opinion. Not to mention the lockerless hiding spots everywhere here. And for all these pros, I'm giving the server rooms a well-deserved A. And now we have the rivers. There's a lot of variety to this room type. It basically hits all the good points a room type should have. Hazards, key cards, sentries. It balances all of this pretty well. To put it simply, this room type gets a solid B. Oh, and here we have the maintenance tunnels. Even though this room type gets a plus for having code breacher rooms, it lacks visuals for me. As much as I like the tension these rooms can build, especially with the steam rooms, it just doesn't hit the mark for me. But I'll definitely give it another nudge for the newly added sentry rooms. So I think this room type will safely land itself with a C. And probably my least favorite room type to get, the dredge. This room type does everything the Skelepy did, but better. The lighting and the room layouts are quite nice. It's a really nice refreshment to the regular stuff we see. I have zero clue what this room could be used for canon-wise, but you know. And the hazards are well done as well. Pulling this all together, I'll give it a healthy C+. As long as we're not mentioning bottom feeder. If bottom feeder is being mentioned, I'm giving it an F, because I'm gonna cry. I hate that thing. Now we'll move on to the Oxygen Gardens. Probably the room type to top all other room types. The variety of this room is outstanding and the amount of cool rooms in it, oh, truly, mwah. Chef's kiss. From the Suffering Trees to the Rotten Coral rooms, this room type has got it all. Even a winter version, pretty awesome. S+, not even a question. Now we have the room type we'll never see again, the sewers. This room type was actually removed because it was originally made for a grand encounter, which I'm assuming it was for Abomination or whatever you want to call this thing. It's gone through more names than I can count. Anyways, it was quite basic and probably quickly put together. It did have some nice layouts, though I'm gonna give it a D+. Boom, boom, boom. We're moving on to Heavy Containment. The room type with the absolute most amount of references. Definitely on par with Dead Cells with the reference counter. This room type is basically a reference to the SCP Foundation niche, being a bunch of contained entities, ranging from huge holding cells to small storage rooms. Although these rooms have plenty of stuff to see, architecturally, it could use an upgrade. I'll give it an extra nudge for having Painter's Room included. B+, especially since it has a BSAP reference. Oh my god, guys, oh my god. It's time for a totally non-personally biased room type, the fleshrooms. What is there not to say about these rooms? Beautifully made. It really makes you feel like the black site is being taken over by some flesh-like growth. The tables, desks being encased and dragged down into the meaty piles. Plus the lights no longer flickering in these rooms is a fantastic touch. It's like a mini ridge, a very fleshy, meaty ridge. And yes, there are hazards and keycards here. It really does do everything. Beautiful. Absolute cinema. S+. No, S++. Now for the back areas. This room type is a maze-filled mess of twists and turns that the casual player might find overwhelming, and I think for the most part, that's the point. This place is extremely detailed and I'm waiting for its return. A-. And for our first pretty rare room type, the rooms. This room type is a modernized version of the game Rooms, paying a well-made tribute to the pioneer of the Rooms type Roblox games. The only con I can see here is there being no kitchen room. I would have loved hiding in a fridge like the original, but for now this room type will sit comfortably right with an A. And for the hardest to find room type, the Hotel Rooms. Another tribute to another very known game, Doors, given a nice blue coat to the brown wooden rooms we know from the OG. The lights in this room type are given a light blue hue to signify one of Doors' most known features, the guiding light. And for the cherry on top, we have a custom Sebastian shop, resembling Jeff's shop from the main game. Equally an impressive tribute. I'll give this an S-. Now for one of the newest room types added, the Outskirts. This place is a mangled, torn up mess, with construction equipment strewn everywhere. The eerie lighting in this place really takes the cake, especially with the guest appearance of the Crooked, not to mention the two new faces, Pipsqueak and Rebarb. Alongside the new keypad doors, this whole place is a really nice touch. And thankfully this one's being added to the main game too. And for that, I'll give this place an A. And for our final main room type, we have the Mantle. Now, as you could probably tell, I'm a sucker for good hazards, and this area has plenty. From the steam rooms to the lava piles, it really sets the stage for the star of the show. You know, you, I'm pointing at you. I'm pointing in real life right now. This one's getting a definite S. And now it's time for a quick bonus round since we're out of main game room types, so I'm counting these. Shut up. For our first on this speed round, we have the Graveyard, the first segment of the Graveyard. When you finally have a second to take in your surroundings, you can see, oh god, you can really take in how nice this scenery is set up, really encasing the whole rave part of the Graveyard, giving this a B. He's just standing there. Oh my god! And secondly, we have the Crypt, which is this freak's domain. Looking around, you can see flooded speakers. Now this is just a safety hazard, okay? Being probably the most tense part of this whole, okay, he's still chasing me, okay. Also including the halfway point, a nice little nightclub bar, hosted by Rack Jumper. This one will also be a B. And finally, we have the Catacombs. From the surroundings, we can clock that this is probably where the skeletons came from, due to the crushed cans and trash littered around, as well as the bone walls and spare skulls on the ground. This section only gets more tense the more we And now it's time for the final scores. Drum roll, please. Wow, would you look at that? How interesting. I'm totally not voicing this before knowing what the actual ranking is. Congrats to first, second, and third place. You guys worked really hard for this. And that is my ranking for the room types. Anyone? Oh, okay. Everyone left. Anyone? Anyone is still there at all? Literally at all. You know, I could get naked right now and no one would see. It's not fun.
Oh, your voice just cut out. If you're talking...
Dude, I got muted!
Oh my god.
I got muted for saying I'm gonna get naked. Oh my god. That was very much. That was a lot. Okay. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to leave your opinions in the comments, but of course, be civil. There's nothing I hate more than seeing debates underneath a silly video. Also, you may have seen some pictures of concepts and upcoming room types to be added. The only reason I'm not adding them in this video is because I haven't played them. So it seems unfair to give them a ranking based off work in progress screenshots. Anyways, thanks. What? Thanks my watching? I wrote that in the script. I didn't write thanks for watching. I wrote thanks my watching. All right, whatever. Okay. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.